Sammy Swindell, welcome back to Australia. It's almost as though Australia these days is your second home.
Yeah, I've been over here a few times, with the Grahams to run the Outlaw Series. I don't think I ran there last year, maybe. But yeah, it's been fun. We've had a good time, running there at Parramatta and different things. So this will be a different experience running with Steve Conant and his team out on the West Coast there, at Perth and Bunbury.
Now, I understand, Sammy, that you've been keen to run in Western Australia for quite a number of years.
Yeah, well, we had a chance to do that quite a few years ago, but some of the dates changed around, and that was when I was running, a bit more of the races, and so it didn't work out where I could come over. And it's always been something I wanted to do, but the deal I had with Parramatta was just to run over there. So this is going to be a new challenge and a different part of the country for me to go see. So I'm all ready to go, and looking forward to going to a new track, a new part of the country, just seeing some new things and work with different people.
Well, Sammy, you'll be running at two venues that are ideal for sprint car racing. Of course, the WA government-funded Kwinana Motorplex in Perth is a state-of-the-art facility. No doubt you're looking forward to running on that venue.
Yeah, I'd seen some video from when we were down at the Grahams where Stephen had won the world or the Australian title there with the midgets, so it really like a really nice place. And I've looked it up on the satellite there and seen pictures and on the website, so I've kind of got an idea what I'm getting into or going to start with. So it looks like a really nice place, and hopefully it'll be a good event.
Tell us how the deal with Steve Conant Racing came together.
Well, actually, it came with Travis Center that he's been involved with his the 600s or the 5, whatever they call them here. But I know he's been back there in the States with Travis, and Travis had been helping me. I mean, I'd sold him his first sprint car and helped him with that some, so he helps me at different times and different places. But we were together at some of the races there at the end of the year, and he was just talking about coming over here, and he'd been involved with Steve, so he asked me would I be interested, so he kind of got the ball rolling, and then we talked with Steve and put this together.
Now, just looking at your magnificent career in sprint car racing, close on 4 decades, over 267 main event wins with the World of Outlaws, national champion 1981, 1982 and 1997. Sammy, the gap of 15 years between wins on the World of Outlaws trail, and you were running pretty consistently each season. Why the time frame gap there?
Well, after the first 2 years that I came out and run the whole schedule, we won the championship. So I was looking for different things, had some opportunities to do some stock cars, Indy cars, and there's probably, I think, maybe only 4 or 5, maybe 6 years in there in that 15-year span where I ran all the races again. I was just doing some different things, and wouldn't run a full schedule. So. We came back, I think, that year in 97 with Channel Lock and come back and won the title again. So, it's not something, it seems like when I put a real big effort into it, we've been pretty close. When I've had a good team, good budget and everything, I mean, we've always been in the top 3. I learned a lot of things from that, and some of the other things I've done, what I've went and worked hard to test with IndyCar teams, NASCAR teams. We always did a good job, but then it always come down to the guy that had the bigger check was the one that got the seat.
I was just going to alert to that. In 1987, you attempted to qualify for the Indianapolis 500?
Yeah, well, that was just a friend of mine. We used to go to a shop in California and work out of there. I mean, he did a little bit of everything, and he actually called me and said, "Hey, you want to drive my Indy car?" And and I thought that was pretty nice for him to do that. So we were the only stock block car there. Really didn't have much of a chance, but I mean, we were actually probably going to get in, but they kind of fudged some things around, and it was the same there that I was supposed to have had another car if this one wasn't quick enough, and the politics come into play again. So I've just, after those 3 or 4 times of trying and getting defeated by somebody that that had the backing or had could write the check. I just decided to go back and do what I could control and just put my head down and try to make a living and have some fun and do what I want to do. And with the sprint cars, I could do that.
Kevin, your son, is on Australian duty this week as well, defending his Australian Speed Car Championship, February 19 and 20 at Geelong's Avalon Raceway. So both Swindells racing in Australia virtually at the one time.
Yeah, we're going to be on almost completely different ends there, so I won't even get a chance to see him. But he's come along real well. He's been pretty good. I mean, it's just. When he's got a good race car, he can do some good things with it. It's like most anybody else. But he's in that same situation where he's went out and ran some stock car events and stuff and done real well. But it's just finding the money to keep him in there. And unfortunately, I can't do that. So but we keep going along, and we put him in things, and he shows, he goes out and wins races. So it's, if you look at it for the amount of races he runs, and he's 20 years old, and he goes out and wins some of the biggest races of the year, I think that's pretty remarkable. So, somebody that can support him needs to pay attention to that.
Sammy, you've done everything virtually in racing, and of course winner of the 1983 Knoxville Nationals. Your achievements are many. Final question, Sammy. What makes Sammy Swindell tick?
It's just competitive, I guess. Like most guys, I think that I may be different, that I just drive with the passion, and not, try to overdrive car, just try to do the best I can, and I want to be competitive. I want to win. So I'm involved in every part of what I'm doing, or I try to be. And really pay attention to the details. So I don't like to lose. So I think that separates a lot of people. And getting at this stage that I'm at, I know that this may be close to the end. So it makes me even work that much harder to try to get those final wins. Before it does. I can't do it anymore.
Sammy Swindell, welcome to Australia once again. We certainly hope you have safety and success in Western Australia running for Steve Cornt Racing, and I'm sure the fans in Western Australia will love to see you in action, as everyone around Australia over the past years have enjoyed watching you race. You're a great talent, and I wish you lots of success in Western Australia.
All right, thanks. Yeah, maybe it'll lead to something and we can come back again. You never know, but it'll be kind of up to the promoters, the owners, the fans. If the fans can voice their opinion, that helps. So if they want to see me back, they'll have to go get in Steve's ear or the promoter's ear and make it happen.